There is no law, and to date, nobody has been able to show that there is a law for the average American citizen working day in and day out to pay an income tax.
But We the People Foundation for Constitutional Education put a full-page ad in the USA Today on July 7th, 2000. And within the body of that ad was a $50,000 challenge for anyone that could show the law. And to me, $50,000 is a lot of money. So I went after that and did the research based on the fact that I thought, let's put this baby to bed. I'm hearing all these rumors. I'm going to kill two birds with one stone. I'll answer these people's questions that are asking me, and then I'll win this $50,000. And, based on the research that I did throughout the year 2000 and that I'm still doing, I have not found that law. I've asked Congress. We've asked a lot of people in the IRS commissioners, helpers. They can't answer, because if they answer, the American people are going to know that this whole thing is a fraud.
There is no law that requires the average American worker in the private sector to pay a direct, unapportioned tax on their labor and compensation for services. There is no law.
I really expected that, of course there's a law that you can point to in the law book, the code that requires you to file a tax return. Of course there is. Maybe I don't know what it is right then as he was speaking to me, but sure. So naively, I agreed to go off and research it and get back to him. 3.5 months later, I was at that point where I couldn't find the statute that clearly made a person liable, at least not me and most people I know, and I had no choice in my mind except to resign.
I had to leave the IRS because I presented evidence that I had accumulated indicating that the agency was violating the law and violating people's rights. And I asked the agency for a response to my sincere concerns. And the answer I got was that they would not respond to my concerns and that they would provide me with the paperwork necessary to tender my resignation.
You can look through the statutes and look for the law that requires you to pay. And when you do that, you can't identify a law that requires the average person in America who earns a wage and works in private business to pay an income tax.
American citizens, along with the foundation, have been asking the IRS to specifically provide them with the underlying legal foundation upon which they administer and enforce the personal income tax laws in our country.
At the national level, when people would attempt to contact somebody of a much higher authority, say the commissioner, same kind of thing. They would get answers that were in effect non-answers.
You have to understand that an agency which will unlawfully impose a tax that doesn't exist is not going to care. If we, the people, don't know what our rights are, they're not going to tell us.
If Americans just learned that the IRS was actually knowingly deceiving them, that would be enough for them to rise up and put a stop to it.
100% of what is collected is absorbed solely by interest on the federal debt. All individual income tax revenues are gone before 1 nickel is spent on the services taxpayers expect from government. People have been told, that you need this income tax system to fund government, which is absolutely ridiculous. My question is, well, if that's true, how did we fund government from 1776 to 1913?
The main purpose of the income tax is not to raise revenue, but to redistribute wealth and to control society.
A lot of people might say, well, gee, if there wasn't an income tax, what would happen to education? They don't understand that education is paid for the most part, out of state and local taxes, your property tax. People might say, well, how are we going to build and maintain our highways? If there's no money coming into the government, we need our highways. There is a tax on every gallon of gasoline that people buy. Proceeds from the income tax do not pay for highway construction.
I believe that in both spirit and substance, our tax system has come to be un-American. Death and taxes may be inevitable, but unjust taxes are not.
This small booklet includes the Constitution of the United States, the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence. This is a document that every citizen should read. It's a document which freed an entire nation. This is the Internal Revenue Code, and this document, and the unlawful application of this document by the Internal Revenue Service has enslaved the nation that this document attempted to free.
I would like to see at least 100 millionaires among the Muslims in Chicago. If you're rich, I'm rich. And I can always come and tell you about the needs of a nation. But if you poor and we poor, we can't be around here poor. I want to see rich Muslims.
All right, greetings everyone. How's everyone doing? Glad that you can make it to this brand new episode of Crypto Mornings. Now, we wanted to wake y'all up. We haven't showed that tax video in a couple months, so we wanted to bring that back to our brain and let us understand. Like, this is why we do what we do in Fart Money Network. This is why we do what we do. And being a new millennium banker, we know what the tricks of the government, we know the tricks of the banking system, and we just trying to help you and expose you that you can live a better life, that you don't have to submit to these trumped up charges or these trumped up fake laws that we might think is a law, but ain't even really a law. So we just showing you your way out. You can do whatever you want to do with it. But we in Fart Money Network, we are in no way afraid of the government because we know what's happening. But anyway, family, that's not what we're going to talk about today. But what we're going to talk about today is information coming out of the White House. So I guess by right, it was meant for me to show that video so we can see this information that is coming out of the White House. And it's dealing with the White House wants to build a international standards for distributed ledger technology. That's the terminology that they use. All right, so we're going to get into this article. This is breaking news, and this is, I don't call it that serious, but it's something that we definitely should take a look at and don't overlook. However, I want us to see the language that they're using in this article and to see why they said distributed ledger. And what is a distributed ledger? We're going to get into that. But before we do that, please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Fart Money Network, and make sure you subscribe to our team channel, New Millennium Bankers. All right, so let's go and take a look at the cryptocurrency market cap. And we will also be going over our Dubai event that's taking place. A lot of the leaders are leaving out today and tomorrow to get to Dubai. The event actually start on Friday, but our main event is on Sunday, May the 14th, where we had already sold out all the tickets for, I think they put a few more tickets back there, but we had already sold 2,500 tickets in the Coca-Cola arena. And you had to be a partner to get the tickets. Oh man, this is just amazing. This is amazing, right? So family, yes, you want to stay tuned. And this is the third year that Gold Standard Bank Partners has held an event in the luxurious city, the most tourist travel, probably the richest city now in the world, definitely the most luxurious city in the world by far is Dubai. So this is our third year straight, 3 years running, but we didn't have a big event in late spring, early summer. So let's get into it. CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap is the leading platform for cryptocurrency information. The market cap for cryptocurrency as a total is $1,141 billion. It's a decrease by 1% over the last day. Bitcoin has fell below 28,000, but it's still trading at $27,500 in the last 7 days. Bitcoin is down 1.74%. Ethereum is still trading over 1,800. In the last 7 days, Ethereum is up 0.53%. Binance is still over 300 at 313. In the last 7 days, Binance is down nearly 3%. Then we have the G999 coin blockchain. All right, so we are down to a half a penny, 0.0045. We're down about 8% right now. So this is showing, but let me check our site to make sure that this is somewhat accurate. Oh, it's not. Well, we are up. We're up in the green. So let us come out of CoinMarketCap and go to our platform. Why we do this? Because some family, the reason CoinMarketCap's number be off, they don't even have our exchange listed. So they're not getting data from GS Trade where the G999 is traded the most at. All right. And I don't know where they get the market cap from, 91 million. I don't know where they get that from. But however, that's what they got, but that's not accurate. Sometimes they be close, sometimes they just be way off. All right. So we're gonna go to and show you where it is happening at and what it is and what's really going on with the G999 coin. So we're at 0.6 of a penny. Our market cap is $67 million, $940,091. And we're up 0.717%. All right, that's a little over 0.5%. We're up, and we can see in the last month what the G999 has done. Let's do USD value. The G999 has done is outperformed the dollar by far. In the last week, we have outperformed the dollar. It's pretty close though. All right, what about against Bitcoin? Bitcoin a little bit. We outperformed them in the last week of this. Yeah, we're running close with Bitcoin. We outperformed them a little bit. So then we see our current supply. So it's still saying a strong buy. So please, if you haven't got any G999 coin, please go do so. All right, so let's get into our article today. We're going to come back to GS Partners. We're going to come back to the Dubai event, but let's get into our topic today. And our topic today is coming from Cointelegraph. Cointelegraph released this May the 5th, a couple of days ago, about 4 days ago. Now, this is what it's saying. It's saying that the White House to build an international standards for a distributed ledger technology. White House national strategy listed 8 emerging technologies focusing on building international standards and finding use cases in the economic sector. Now, what does this have to do with the BRIC nations? Might have something to do with the BRIC nations, right? In the United States, the White House released the National Standards Strategy for Key and Emerging Technologies on May the 4th, identifying 8 technology sectors that will have a significant economic impact in the near future. So they want to produce a standard. Now, I think America think they're the standard of the world, but they don't know it's not. Among the 8 technologies are artificial intelligence, communication, and network technologies, biotechnologies, semiconductors, with the inclusion of distributed ledger technology and digital identity infrastructure grabbing the crypto community's attention. Distributed ledger technology is the blockchain. But why they didn't say they just want to do this to the blockchain, right? They didn't say that. They use this type of terminology. So anybody in the meeting, anybody listening, I might see this, I've seen this on the news and anything, you would have knew what they were talking about because they didn't say blockchain. But a distributed ledger is the blockchain. That's the blockchain. All right. DLT permits concurrent assets, record validation, record updating through a networked database. Blockchain technology is based on DLT. Remember, I just said it, really the same thing, making it possible for users to see any changes in the people who made them, lowering the need for auditing data, ensuring data reliability, and restricting access to only those who actually need it. The national strategy aims to increase United States leadership in the development of international standards for these emerging technologies. the United States government is actively involved in building synergies with the private sector to promote and build international standards for such emerging technologies. So really the base of really what they want to do is build something for the blockchain. The most prominent example of such collaboration is the development of the telecom and communication standard. For example, the initial proposal for 3G was made in the 1990s by Qualcomm Technologies, with the subsequent recommendation for LTE, the dominant standard for wireless broadband communication for mobile devices and data terminals, made in the 2000s by NTT Docomo, a major Japanese mobile phone provider. The national strategy suggests the likes of DLT, distributed ledger technology, and digital infrastructure will increasingly impact and be widely used in the economic sector. Some key areas where these technologies will be actively tested include automotive and connected infrastructure, such as smart communities and the Internet of Things. DLT can especially find great use in building cybersecurity and privately based features and security and services. So they want to set the standard for international use of the blockchain. And does this have something to do with the BRIC nations? Because remember, the BRIC nations, they saying they're going to be using the blockchain for their currency and for them to do trading, import, export, or trading and deals with other countries around the world. They want to use the blockchain. Now, here comes the White House saying that they want to make the standards for international blockchain technology. That's really what they're saying. But they use the terminology distributed ledger technology. That is the blockchain. That's what the blockchain provides. That's what makes it so secure. And in the article, you can see that the White House know that this is a secure data technology, cybersecurity. They know all of this, but they don't want this to the public. They don't want it to benefit us. So since they knowing that it's benefiting us, they want to get in front of it, because in all actuality, they want to see how they control it, how they can run it, and ultimately see how they can tax us by using it. But don't worry, the jig is up. They won't be able to do it. All right, so family, that's the article for today. So y'all can go get that article. Very informative. Find other articles about it and see how they correlate. But this is just to show us that our government knows on what's going on with the blockchain. What's going on with the blockchain. All right, family. So let's segue and let's go to GS Partners. But before we do that, let's take a quick commercial break so we can show you all you need to know about Gold Standard Bank and Gold Standard Bank Partners in our Lydian World Metaverse. What time is it? Okay, so let us show you what we have in GS Partners and Gold Standard Bank and what this is really about, because most people don't know. But we want to keep this information out front because we have a major opportunity. So we're going to come back and we're going to go take a look at the GS Partners platform, and we're going to tell you about our certificates that's coming to a discontinued period. Just these particular certificates. We got more coming, but we can't tell you exactly how they work. But I'm going to break down all three because I have all three, and this will be the fourth one that will be released on Sunday, the following week after. All right, so take this commercial break and we'll be right back.
Human fascination with gold is as old as recorded history. 1792, the United States Congress passed the Mint and Coinage Act that established a fixed price of gold in terms of U.S. dollars. 15 August 1971, a number of attempts were made to salvage the gold standard. 2011, the foundation of the Gold Standard Banking AG, one of the most successful companies which specializes in the trade of minerals and precious metals worldwide. There's a global distribution network for industrial minerals and metals in more than 120 countries. 2020, GSB presents new cutting-edge products and services. Blockchain Gold Asset LBMA Price Connected, ready to be traded on a stable rate directly on our exchange. It is using the most advanced decentralized blockchain protocol, safe, cost-efficient, and fast. Digital G999 card, the safest way to secure your digital blockchain assets. Use our new digital card at the size of a credit card to pay the merchants. Gold point of sale. If you are a gold bullion dealer, this is the best way to increase your sales. Our community will trade digital gold to pick up it physically. You can directly exchange the tokens and transfer fiat into your bank account. GSB consists of GSB Gold, International Business Blockchain Platform, Universal Gold Merchant, and Gold Standard Digital Bank. We invite you to discover our products and services. You can pay using our decentralized blockchain solution, everything and everywhere. Register now. Find out more about GSB on our website, g999main.net.
All right, family. So as you can see, here's the GS Partners platform. You heard what the video said, our commercial said about us. You can use our blockchain, decentralized blockchain solution. Now we are going to a phase where we are going to not just use the blockchain, but we also are coming out with a smart contract. So here's GS Partners platform. Here's my personal account. Matter of fact, I believe I got paid since we've been on there. Yep, $1.26, $7.74, $50 right there, $19.18, $19. This is we've been on the stream. All right, so, but I know that don't move everybody. Everybody ain't even interested in that. So let's go take a look at the Dubai event. Let's say the event schedule. So family, this is taking place at the Risco's Premium JBR Dubai. Formal business wear. That's what we're going to wear. May the 12th. That's Friday. National Directors to Crown Ambassador Seminar. So this is going to go on from 12, this Dubai time, from 12 to 3 p.m. and for 3 hours. Now, this is literally for, you have to be a national director or above to attend this event, to attend this meeting. All right. And a national director is someone that does at least $60,000 of revenue in a 30-day period. All right. Crown Ambassador is somebody that do $6 million. That's the top. Can't get higher than Crown. All right. Then when that's over with, at 3 o'clock, they're going to do new members and regional directors. A regional director is somebody that does $30,000 in revenue in the 30-day period. And then Saturday, they're going to be at the same hotel, Rich Souls Premium JBR, Dubai cocktail dinner, whatever they're saying, but this is a dinner. All right. Then May the 14th is the Coca-Cola Arena, Dubai downtown business welfare section 1, and then a gala. Our chairman of the board, he liked the party and whatever. We had a gala when we was in Africa and Seychelles. We had one. Well, we got awards. It was just amazing. All right, we had a good time. Food was good. Oh, the food on Seychelles Island was just I'm talking about tremendous. I'm talking about it was absolutely good. I'm talking about yes. All right. So session 1, 10 o'clock. That's going to go on from 10 a.m. all the way to 5:30 business seminar. Then session 2, they got the gala was going to go on for the gala. It's going to go on for, it looked like a couple hours, look like from 8:30 to 12 o'clock at night. And then May the 15th, they're going to be back at the hotel, training workshop for executives to Crown Ambassadors. Now, an executive is one who does at least $100,000 in revenue in a 30-day period. Then training workshop for directors to national directors. A director is someone that do at least $10,000 in revenue. So they got something for everybody. Opening training workshop for new members and new teams. So this is this Dubai schedule. and GSB. See, a lot of people don't understand that Gold Standard Bank has been in business and been a brand and doing business for over 10 years. So they finna celebrate their 10-year anniversary. Now, GS Partners, we going on 3 years, but we the marketing arm. So for 7 years, a Gold Standard Bank, GSB Group, it wasn't a marketing arm. So the world didn't know about it. All right. But now we have a marketing arm to Gold Standard Bank, and that's GS Partners. That's GS Partners. All right. So amazing there. So it was 2,500 tickets already sold, and it's 60 tickets remaining because they added another 100. So the 2,500 sold, but now, boom, now it's 60 left because they added some more. But let's take a look at our certificates, family, because these certificates here, matter of fact, let's do this. Let us look at our certificates and let's show you where we at now. All right. So when we saying that these certificates, I want everybody to know this. Type this in because we have especially put this in the Telegram group. Somebody type in our Telegram group, in all Telegram groups, Team Ford, Team Freedom, Team X Factor. Type in the groups because people like to ask these questions. So I'm finna go over some of the history so everybody can stay along. So somebody put in the groups that you need to be on this stream now. All right. Or watch the replay so you can understand and get the understanding so you don't come asking us these questions repeatedly. All right. Oh, my wife says she just got paid too. Ain't that something? See there? All right. So somebody put that in the Telegram groups for me. Say get on the stream right now. We're finna break down the history of our certificates in GS Partners in the Lydian World Metaverse. So let's take a look. Let's go. All right. Can somebody do it? Anybody do it? Nobody did it. All right. I had to do it. I got to stop streaming and do it. All right. Can I get some assistance here? Who on the call? Okay. Huh? Okay. All right, my wife is typing it. So because I want everybody to get this, and for new members, for people that's not in GS Partners, this is something that you can get an understanding do. How can I join one of the telegrams? Okay, you got to be in GS Partners to join one of the telegrams and connect with your sponsor and see what group they're in, and they can put you in. All right. Okay, we're going to go over this. Okay, my wife put that out. Okay. Also in Team Freedom too, baby. All right, I'm just waiting on her to do this before we go on this to give some members some time to go to get on this. All right. Let's get into it, family. Let us get into it. So here's these certificates. Now, what you're looking at is I'm still in the GS Partners platform, but I'm in a separate certificate portal. All right, on the Planet Series certificates, but it took me here. So here's our first. What you're looking at here is the first phase of our certificates. When we first released the metaverse, we came with these certificates. They was called tiers. You had tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5. Then you had entry, tier 1 entry minor, tier 2 entry minor, tier 3 blase accepted. Right, you had all of that. The top one I had was tier 5, which was worth $12,000. All right, now I placed that in Guinea. I'm the man getting in the metaverse. Now these certificates had to be placed in the metaverse, and these certificates here only did meta mining. These are our first certificates. They only did meta mining, and meta mining was us getting the certificates at whatever the price of the certificate was. We was actually acquiring whatever the price was and whatever the price of our Lydian Stater coin was at that time. We was locking those coins up. We was purchasing those coins. Then we loaded additional money in it, and we got high APYs on them, high yields, but of Lydian Staters. The Lydian Stater is a fluctuating, volatile cryptocurrency. It's a utility coin, so it goes up and down with its trading volume. All right, so you might have got it at one price, and then by the time you start mining, it's at another price. This Lydian Stater is not a stable coin. However, the Lydian Stater coin is the official liquid cryptocurrency to the metaverse. So when you want to buy something in the metaverse, when you want to sell something in the metaverse, you have to use status to do so, or you receive status to do so. So this is the first phase. And the highest yield I think we was getting per year was like 90%, I think we was getting up to 90% yield per year from this. And it was a little different because we were getting a digital asset with the potential to go up, also the potential to go down. All right, that's the tier one. I mean, those are the tiers. These are the first certificates that we ever had. Then we came out with the Planet Series certificate. Now, right, which brought in not just meta mining. We already got meta mining, but it brought in meta broker portfolio and meta trade. Now, it took a minute for all of this to really be connected because we had to get the tech partners and the broker accounts and get all of this stuff lined up. So it took a minute for us to really start to benefit from these. Now, however, these were called Planet Series. That's why you see Mercury. So I actually was given a Mercury certificate, and it already had $3,300 in there worth of mining, worth of status. And I fully loaded that, and it's going to start mining in a few days. Matter of fact, it's going to start mining. I got it loaded at full at 10,000. So out of that portion, I got over 5,000 status coming over the next like year, 18 months or something like that. Now, the Mercury certificate also had the 4.15 off the price, though, not off the load, off the price. And you also had a load of a broker certificate. Now, with the broker certificate of the Planet Series, it wasn't a bonus like in these Olympia series that I will get to, but it was a bonus. Every dollar you put into the Planet Series, you'll match $1. Every euro, rather. Every euro you put into a Planet Series, you'll match $1. So if I put in 5,000, if that certificate holded that much, I would have 10,000 because I would be matched dollar for dollar. Right now, I still got one and I'm still loaded. And there's no cutoff date. I'm still loading it. And every dollar I put in there, boom, I get another $1. So whenever I want to just double something real fast, I just put it in that certificate. I got about another 6,000. Oh, I just got paid again, by the way. I got about another $6,000 and some change to fully load that certificate. And it's going to expire November of 2024 on the broker side. My weekly side, which is 4.15 off the, and I think the Mercury certificate is either like $899, was $899. So I think it was $899. That was the one that roughly was like $1,000. So I think it was like, so I get 4.15 per week off of $899, right? Off of $899, which is like, I think it's like $16 and something like that. $16 or whatever per week. I get that. I'm getting that right now. That's the second series. So when we had the tiers, and then when we had the Planet Series, the tiers are gone. You can't get them no more. But if you had the tier certificate, if you had a tier certificate right now as we speak, you can load it in the Lydian world and you will get the benefits of the tier certificate. Very important that you understand that. All right. Then We had the Planet Series certificate. And if you got a Planet Series certificate right now, you haven't loaded it, you haven't activated it, you still can. And it's still going to do what the Planet Series certificate is supposed to do. Now that brings us to July of last year, where we bring on these certificates here. Now, with these certificates, they are very close to being exactly like the Planet Series. The only difference is the Planet Series, you had to acquire in GS Partners and you had to place it in Lydian World to even get the weekly, to even do the Meta Broker. With the Olympia Series certificates, you don't have to do that. It's acquired in GS Partners and it's activated in GS Partners. So it's a little simpler than the Planet Series. And this one pays 4.15% off the price. You do have the Meta Miner. You also have the Meta Trade. So there's really no difference from the Planet Series. It's just a little more convenient. It's a little more simple. And we see that simplicity creates wealth, because we didn't sell the Planet Series like that. You know, we didn't sell the Tier Series like that, but we have boom. You know what I'm saying? We have boom these these Olympia Series certificates. Now, why am I saying this? Well, I'm saying this because May the 14th, these certificates are gonna expire and be discontinued, rather. They're gonna be discontinued. Well, we're coming out with a new series. I don't know the name of them. Don't know how they're gonna actually function. I don't know that. All right. And I'm not gonna sit here and try to preach to you like I do know. I know a little something that we can't say publicly, but I don't know the full realm, the full dynamics of it. So it's just best that I don't say nothing about it. All right. So listen, family. Now, what we do know, Meta Trade is still going to be there. You're still going to have a Meta portfolio. How these dynamics are going to work, the percentage, I don't know. But so if we are here and we see that it's more simpler and the volume of GS Partners globally has went up because people understand these, everybody can get this, and this is simple. Now, it's simpler. How? Because all you have to do, family, literally, all you have to do is find some cryptocurrency. You got 7 cryptocurrencies that you can choose from. Send it to GS Partners. Figure out what certificate that you want. Acquire the certificate, and then load it with the load amount, and you get paid 7 days later. So let's take an instance for this. Let's look at the Apollo. The Apollo certificate is 5,000 price, 5,000 max load. So all you need to do is find $10,000 worth of cryptocurrency. And what cryptocurrencies can you use? You can use Bitcoin. You can use Ethereum. You can use Binance BNB. You can use Tron. You can use USD Tether, ERC20. You can use USD Tether, TRC20, and you can use BSUSD to acquire these certificates and load these certificates. I don't have a certificate to load at the moment, but you can acquire that and do that just like this. Matter of fact, just for the simplicity of this, I'm gonna acquire Hermes certificate right now. I'm gonna acquire Hermes certificate with Bitcoin. No, I'm gonna use Tether. Now I'm gonna use Bitcoin. Now I'm gonna use Tether. I'm gonna acquire with Tether, and I'm gonna load it with Bitcoin. Okay, so I'm gonna select USD Tether. This is $1,000. It's not reversible. All right. I'm gonna hit load my certificate. I gotta find it. Latest. So I just got that one. You see it's not loaded, right? Everybody see this. It's not loaded. It's not loaded, right? Nothing in there. So it's not activated. See, everything we do is based on utility. So it's not activated, right? So I'm going to hit load now, And then once I activate it, you see this certificate here. I want everybody to understand this and get this. You see all this certificate here is loaded fully, and all of these buttons are available. These buttons are not available. MetaMine is not available. MetaTrade is not available. These certificates are key. All right. So MetaLoaded, they tell me you purchased on May the 9th, 2023. Must be fully loaded. You got 18 months to fully load, and it don't matter if I waited till September of next year. It's still going to pay me for the next 18 months because it's in a mathematical equation that these payouts come. It's mathematical stamped over the blockchain on a smart contract. So I just pulled out the money for this to pay out this certificate right here. Now this certificate has a $1,300 bonus, $1,900 if I go to Dubai. So I'm gonna hit load now, and it's selected on Bitcoin. So I'm gonna use $1,000 of Bitcoin to load it. I'm gonna hit max. And it's telling me how much Bitcoin to load. I'm gonna hit load now. Bam. Successfully loaded into your portfolio is now fully loaded. Now I just got paid 1,000 Lydian lions. So I put in 1,000. They just gave me 1,000 Lydian lions, man. This is ridiculous. All right. So I hit OK now. Now I got to set the performance on it. I got to set the performance. So I don't do none. You can do conservative. This is for the portfolio. They got nothing to do with the weekly. The weekly is going to pay me $41.50 for the next 7 to 8 weeks. So this right here has nothing to do with my weekly income. That's a fixed rate. I can select conservative. I can select medium, high. Now, down here say technology provided by GSBD Swiss. Man, y'all gotta stop playing with us. All right. So I'm gonna put this one on high. I'm gonna hit confirm. And now that one's ready. That's done. So every quarter, you can set the performance. So when I get my first quarter payout in this one, I will be able to set the performance. I will be able to set the performance. But right now it's on high till I get my first quarter reward. Till I get my first quarter reward. So if I go to latest again, now it's fully loaded. Now these buttons are open. Load more, load MetaMine, load MetaTrade. And my pie is full. I got 100%, right? It's 100% full. Bam, bam, bam. And the bonus, I will get the bonus at the end of the 18 months, which would be an additional $1,300 on top of my portfolio as right now. Now, these certificates are about to discontinue. So you can do like me and go ahead and get these. And I'm going to get the new ones as well. But you can be like me and go ahead and get these certificates right now. Don't even wait till the new certificates come out. All right, because we know exactly how these work. Am I going to get the new certificates when they come? Yes. And out of all these certificates that y'all see I have, out of all these certificates that y'all see that I have, that is the first certificate that I have bought in this account. That I have personally just bought. All of these other certificates came from showing people how to save their money and grow their money. How can you get a better plan than that? You can't. How can you find a better plan than that, family? Wow. You just can't, right? This is just absolutely amazing because you can't find a better plan than that. So, family, with that being said, family, get with the person that shared this with you. If you are open tonight, if you hit my text blast, GSB to 727-342-2881. I'm going to call you. I'm not going to send you a text. I will call you. So be prepared to have a conversation if you hit my text blast. All right. And that is GSB to 727-342-2881. If you hit that text blast, that's my direct number. I'm going to call you. So we can get on Zoom or we can get you started however you want to do it. All right, however you want to do it. But you want to get with the person that shit is with you. Whoever put this video in your face, whoever tagged it to you, whoever inboxed it to you, you connect with them. Don't come to me if somebody else presented this opportunity to you. All right? That's how we run this. So that's how we do the business. That's integrity. That's professional network marketing one-on-one right there. All right? So family, understand that this is what we have. So get these certificates now. We got literally 4 days. Well, about 5 days. We got the day. We got tomorrow. We got Thursday. We got Friday. We got Saturday. And we got Sunday up until we see the platform go into maintenance mode. And I don't know what time that's going to be. And it might be a little early for us over here in America because they on Dubai time. So get your funds together, get in position, and move these funds into these certificates. All right. So get it together. So with that being said, family, we thank y'all for tuning in, and we will see y'all on the next stream. We out of here.